Hello, this is IdealSpeak and I am Hamid. Today I'm going to tell you some advice on how to sleep better, how to avoid insomnia. And along the way, we will learn some vocabulary, English vocabulary about this topic. Maybe next time you're going to talk about your sleep problems, you can use this vocabulary that I'm going to teach you today. Of course, I am no expert by any stretch of the imagination, but it stands to reason that sleeping in a dark, quiet, and cool room hugely improves your sleep quality. So if you can close the window blind or the curtains and turn off all the lights, put the air conditioner on its mild level, and keep the temperature of the room between 20 to 25 degrees. I said I am no expert by any stretch of the imagination. We can use this phrase to say strongly that something is not true, even if you try to imagine it. It is even impossible to imagine it. I am no expert by any stretch of the imagination. And it stands to reason. If something stands to reason, it means it is logical. It stands to reason that sleeping in a dark, cool, and quiet room hugely improves your sleep quality. Close the window blind. What is a window blind? You can see a photo of window blind or shutter here. Close the window blind, or if you have curtains, close the curtains and keep the room where you're going to sleep completely dark. I am myself suffering from insomnia for many years. So I kind of feel for anyone who's suffering from the same problem. I am in the same boat as anyone who's suffering from insomnia. And that's why I think I can give you some advice on that. The second piece of advice, which is the most important, I think, is to maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Meaning going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Don't go to bed at 2 a.m. one night and expect to fall asleep at 11 p.m. the other night. That's not going to happen. You have to go to bed and wake up in the morning at the same time or around the same hour. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Next, we need to limit screen time. That includes the screen of phone, tablet, computer, or even TV. We need to avoid looking at the blue screen at least 1 hour prior to sleep. If all else fails, reading a book or listening to a soothing music can really help. Believe me, I have done this and it really works. I used to listen to some podcast or audiobooks, and I didn't even notice when I fell asleep. Sometimes I fell asleep with the earphones in my ears. Someone once told me that it's better to read the most boring book you can find in order to sleep better. It's a little bit complicated to understand how it can work, but when you think about it more deeply, there is a sense of logic to it. If the book you're reading or the podcast you're listening to is really boring, your mind wants to avoid that, and that helps you fall into a deep sleep. So if you can find the most boring book or listen to the most boring podcast, that could help as well. Your best bet here is to avoid any beverage containing caffeine or alcohol, especially alcohol. Even if after drinking alcohol, it might feel like you can sleep better because you feel more relaxed. Once you fall asleep, the alcohol present in your blood kind of stops your brain from entering that deep phase of sleep cycle. That's why in the morning after drinking, even if you've slept for 12 hours, 15 hours, you might still feel tired and sleepy. So your best bet is to avoid caffeine or alcohol. If something is your best bet, it means it is the thing that gives you the best chance of success. Drinking alcohol or caffeine keeps you from falling into deep sleep. If something keeps you from doing something, it means it stops you from doing that. It prevents you from doing that. So avoid caffeine and alcohol, as it can keep you from falling into deep sleep. Speaking more of the diets that could help you sleep better, it's helpful to know that even smoking and nicotine can keep you from falling into deep sleep. So avoid smoking and nicotine at least before the sleep time. And instead of that, opt for sleep-friendly foods such as poultry, nuts, and dairy products. So if you opt for something, you select it, you choose it from a wide range of possibilities. And I said you need to have poultry and nuts before sleep time. Nuts such as almonds or walnuts. And what is poultry? Poultry refers to the flesh of chicken, turkey, and duck. Again, if all else fails, if maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, watching your diet, and optimizing your bedroom fail, don't get worked up about not sleeping. Getting worked up about something means to be excited, angry, or obsessed about it. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you're following all this advice or not. You just can't sleep. Don't keep tossing and turning in your bed, thinking why you're not able to fall asleep. That is getting worked up about it. That will only make things worse. If you can't sleep, just leave your bed. Go take a warm bath or go in the kitchen and eat something. Don't get worked up about not sleeping. And next, we have a couple of points about exercising. Okay, exercising generally helps with your sleep pattern, but it shouldn't be intense exercising, especially close to your sleep time. So 2 hours, 3 hours before you go to bed, don't do any intense exercising. If you would like to go to the gym, do it in the morning or do it in the afternoon. Don't go to the gym at late hours in the evening, because that could interfere with your sleep pattern. And in the end, if you've done all of these things and none of them seems to be helping you with your insomnia, if your insomnia persists, go visit a healthcare provider. They could give you some medication that might help you with your sleep pattern. But keep in mind that taking any medical aid to help with your sleep pattern must be done under doctor's prescription and for a short time only. Taking any medicine for a long time can only add up to your problems. I used the word persist. I said if your insomnia persists, you need to visit a healthcare provider. If something persists, it does not go away. It stays here and bothers you. Or sometimes there could be an underlying condition behind your insomnia. Like you have a mental problem, you have another disease that keeps you from sleeping. In this case, visiting a psychiatrist or just an ordinary healthcare provider could be the best solution. I used underlying. I said there might be an underlying condition behind your insomnia. If there is an underlying thing, it means you cannot see it, but it causes problems for you. In this case, the underlying condition, another underlying disease that you are not aware of, could be the main reason why you cannot sleep, could be the main source of your insomnia. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it helped you, both with your English vocabulary and your insomnia. If you liked it, don't forget to give this video a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, take care.